Hey YouTube, it's Echobear, and today I want to read an app for you guys. It's called Rayman Adventures. Now before I get into the fun stuff and talking about why I like this app, let's get through the serious stuff. So Rayman Adventures was made by Ubisoft, and it's kind of like an adventure beat 'em up type game, so pretty much along the same vein as all of the actual console versions of the Rayman games. It was originally released on December 3rd, 2015. So if anybody out there is a fan of like the classic Rayman games like Rayman Origins, Rayman Legends, like this is exactly in the same vein as those games. A little bit. It has the same kind of feel, like very fast-paced, very smooth, very timing-based, like you have to be quick, your reaction time has to be awesome, and it's just like really fun, colorful environments that you're running through. You're beating up goblins and evil frogs and the rabbids, and just all of that fun stuff is implemented in this game. Now, where it comes off as a little bad is it's still in the vein of an app. It still has very limited like control capabilities. So you have to like swipe left and right to change your directions. You have to tap to jump, like swipe in different directions to attack. And sometimes you need to be able to do things quicker than the phone can really process it. So that's a little bit of a drawback as far as the controls. Like the controls themselves are really good and very intuitive. Like I can put it down and pick it up like a month later and still remember all of the controls. But it's just like one of the capability issues with touchscreens is just it sometimes won't react fast enough to what you want it to do. Other than that, it has a lot of really fun music, and like I said earlier, the visuals are still fantastic and run along the same vein as the other Rayman games. Another thing that I find kind of interesting is it seems that there's an endless supply of levels, but seemingly a finite number of environments. So what I mean by that is, it's like you go through a map and say it has like 5 or 6 levels. They're all either like find the teensies, beat 'em up, survive, or time challenge. Like those types of things. And you go through them and all of the levels have like different setups it seems, but the background and environment stay the same. So it's like, it feels like a very limited world, and it feels like you return to the same things quite often, even though you really aren't. The levels are set up differently and you are progressing within the game, but it does somehow come off as you're in a standstill within the game, which seems totally counterintuitive because I haven't run into a level that seems identical in the slightest. But because of the setup and the fact that you aren't making like a full decent progression through specific worlds and then not returning to them, it feels like you just kind of like rehash the same thing. So I feel like that's kind of an oversight on Ubisoft's part, because like the fun thing about the Rayman games was like the adventure aspect of it. Like you were going to these different places, you had to figure out the different mechanics of those places. Like those are still implemented within this game, but it's just not as coherent as within the console versions. So for everything this app has and the few things that it lacks, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's a lot of fun. It's like super fun to play. It has a lot of fun unlockable features. It has a ton of tiny, like tons of little Easter egg type of things that are hidden everywhere. Like it took me forever to figure out you could use your little like buddy pals to create music. Like there's just a ton of little things here and there that make it a little more lifelike and just make it more fun in general. So I'm giving it that score because of its kind of like circular pattern of level design and map design and the control schemes. But otherwise, it's a totally playable game. It's a lot of fun, and I think you guys should check it out. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and comment down below, hit subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!